Did you notice anything, by the way, in the last couple of videos? No, not about me, about the backdrop. Filming! This is my little sign from Glitzy Glam. Not Glitzy Glam. That's my online name. Actually, it's my Google name. But Elle Blair Fowler have a shop called Shop Glitzy Glam. Whole different thing. And then me, but I have shop there because it has my name in it. But anyway, and so I love that it had a little filming thing. This top doesn't fit quite right, does it? Ignore. I had a wonderful time with my bestie. We were going to go shopping, and instead we just went and had the most wonderful meal at Newt's. It's N-E-W-K''S. And they're good friends of ours at this point because we've been there several times. Like a million. And they love Chick-fil-A. I work for Chick-fil-A, as y'all know, and they absolutely love Chick-fil-A. And as Truett used to always say, there's enough money to go around. Of course, he'd prefer that you ate at his store, but he's not greedy. That's what he used to say. So there's enough to go around, and that's true. So that being said, we ate there, and I had it's right there at a mall that we love to go to. It's an outdoor mall. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it. It's called Ashley Park. It's in Noonan, Georgia. Anyway, these are my earrings that she gave me, these little dingly ones. I got these this Christmas also. These are Brightons. And these are Nodries. She knows how much I love Nodries, and also the fact that you don't have to, like, these have, the top ones, these have backs that you have to do both hands with. These are just little hooks. You put them through and you clip them. French, is that called French hooks? Not wires, not French wires, French hooks, I think. Anyway, it clips shut and you're done. And so you don't have to worry about earring backs coming out or any of that. You don't have to worry about them coming out of your ears because they're really secure and they're in there. And then this is how my makeup is upheld for the day. I did this tutorial for you guys earlier using, what was it? Oh, the Urban Decay Smoky Eye. There I go again, just getting right into talking and not into, like, sharing. I've been told I do that. So, let's have a nice, look at this wonderful cup. Hold on, I have to take a few sips so you can see what I see. But besides, what's the birdie that you see? Oh, that's hot. That's hot, hot. This is decaf. This is the Krispy Kreme Keurig decaf, and I absolutely love it. It's a blue jay. Isn't that pretty, y'all? And then it's got a little holly leaf. Is that a holly leaf? No, that's an oak leaf. Because then you see when you look in there, little acorns. Yes. I love this cup. This is the blue jay. And it also has a caterpillar. Who is this made by? CJ Wildlife. I love it. I'm getting all four. My local Wild Birds of Atlanta, or Wild Birds Unlimited. As y'all know, I should have been in ornithology. It's my college word for the day. Because I love birds so much. My mother loved birds. She gave me a love for them. Then I started getting into different feeders and feeds. And oh my gosh, birds from all over Antarctica showed up. And oh my gosh, I just fell in love. But there's some that just kind of take me back to my childhood. The blue jay, that it's really, I love the sound. And I found out that blue jays, there's gray jays and brown jays, like all over the United States. But the blue jay is southern and it's considered rare, like what we would see in other places. This is rare. It's to us only. Well, I don't know if it's us only. You may have some jays of your own, I know. And then what else was it? Cardinals. My mother loved cardinals, so whenever I see them, I always think of her. It makes me think of Christmas. And then wrens, same thing. Reminds me of my mom. A lot of birds do just because my mom loved them. And nuthatches and black-capped chickadees. But my all-time favorite bird, it's a toss-up really. Oh gosh, I love so many. I love the, what is the bird called? Red-headed woodpecker. Yeah, it looks like he's in a tuxedo. And the males, the immature males, look like they're in little gray tuxedos. They don't have the red head yet. But my all-time favorite bird is a red-winged blackbird because I love the way they flock and they make that tack, 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 tack sound like hundreds of little tacks. But when they're waterfowl, and so when they are like in a tree by a lake or something, they're always going, dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da. I love it. And then I love the American goldfinch, which goes, you, you. Hey, would you like to hear all my little bird sounds? This is what an American crow. I love them. They're so big. They look like a big black chicken. They look so close to a raven, but they're I don't know, maybe they're in the same family. See, I should study it. I should study it. But I love a crow. Ha! Ah! 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 But I love it when they're kind of quietly doing it. It's the weirdest little noise. My husband said, if you really love the sound of birds, you would love a screech owl. It would scare the fool out of you, because especially if you're in the woods and you hear it, it sounds like someone is screaming. Thus the name screech owl. And I love the barred owl. I've seen one and I've heard one. And it sounds like it's saying, who cooks for you? It's that'll be extra. Pay up. I'm just kidding. Wouldn't it be funny if you had to pay to watch my videos? Anyway, so how you doing? I know I always slurp, isn't it fun? I had an extra long slurp in my last video. It was absolute just enjoyment for all of us. Now, what was I going to talk about today? Well, besides my new earrings, which I love, and my hair's up in my little brand new hair tie. Oh, palettes I have enjoyed in the past and I have put away, and because I have such a huge collection, which y'all have seen, if you haven't, go and look at my makeup drawer 6754231. There's so many. Oh my gosh. But sometimes I think that you should reach into your makeup drawer and use the makeup you already have, even if you've used it a lot. Well, this is one of those. This is a Stila palette, and it's called In the Light. And it's kind of shiny gold writing, so I don't know if you can see that. But it's got the color Bear, Kitten. Kitten's one of their all-time best sellers because it's like just a really sparkly champagne color. Bliss, Sunset, Sandstone, Bubbly, Gilded Gold, Luster, Night Sky, and Ebony. And then it has a smudge stick waterproof liner in Damsel. Now, I've taken the Damsel out. And so you won't see that in here, but you'll see the little place where it was. But this is a beautiful palette, and I'm going to let it focus. Because, you guys, this is one of those palettes that it's just a really good basic palette. It's a lot of warm neutrals, and it's got a good amount of highlighters, which is important because we use a lot of that. And it's just got this one dark color, and you don't really need a lot of black. Because, like, you'll notice black always is the one that's left in the pans, because you don't need much of it. One that you'll see a lot gone is your champagne highlights. And there's Kitten right there. This one right here. And notice that it's the most used already. And then my second most used one is usually my transition color, which is usually like a caramel color or the color of my coffee. And in this palette, it's called Bliss. So if I just did this whole bottom row, I'd be happy. Like, I'd be happy with this whole bottom row as a regular full-time palette. And so, that will be my next tutorial. I will use that. And then the two other ones are Too Faced palettes. One's called Romantic Eye, and as you can see, it's kind of pink-green eye. So it's going to have a lot of the purples, which tend to bring green eyes out. So let's look at them. And the colors are I Do, Unveil, Cut the Cake, First Dance, Honeymoon, which you'll see I have a lot out of already, and Ever After. And then over here it has Soulmates, Kiss the Bride, and Bouquet Toss. Now, the way that this goes is I think you're supposed to go horizontally. So you would use this as the highlighter and then go that way to over here. So it'd be highlighter, neutral, transition color, outer V, all the way across. So that this top row is a daytime look. The next one is kind of a classic look, and the bottom one is a fashion look. And fashion meaning if you're brave enough to wear it during the day, great. Otherwise, this is probably an evening look. Probably because of that color right there, that honeymoon color. It's quite strong. And then, but I love it. Yeah, this is a comfortable shirt, but it's not great for videoing. And then the other Too Faced palette that I really, really like, it's a neutral eye collection as described by them. And again, I think this even has, does this one have it? I thought, yeah, they have a little place right here in this that you can pull out a little card, and I think that it's hard to get out. Gotta use your nails to get it out. There, see? And it has the little looks, and it shows you step-by-step instructions how to use it. I don't know that this has that. Yeah, because this is metal. This is plastic, or whatever, it's cardboard. It may be wax, and then it has a magnet in it. But again, these are very neutral, very warm, and it's called Natural Eyes. And again, it's got the top one's a day look, the middle one's a classic look, and the bottom one's a fashion look, or what I would call a nighttime look. But you can see they are, again, very, very brown neutrals. Let's get that to focus, focus, focus. I'm sure it eventually will. Come on now. Come on. Is it focusing? I think it is. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to also try this one. This has got one of my favorite all-time colors, but it's because it's of a transition color, and that's this color right here, Cashmere Bunny. That's one of my favorites. So, in the next couple of tutorials, those will be the ones that I use for tutorials. And then my next video, I'm going to talk to y'all about what is the spread that I need to use for next week. Can you believe we're already through a week again? Anyway, it's telling me I got to go. So, bye.